Hello, everybody. I am Dr. Donald Ozello of Championship Chiropractic in Las Vegas, Nevada. Welcome to today's episode of Dr. Ozello Sports Medicine Report. Today I'm going to continue my series where I'm speaking about low back pain and an activity or sport that can contribute to low back pain. And today what I'm going to speak about is exercise. We all exercise to be healthy and fit, and that is fantastic. I always encourage everybody to find an exercise they enjoy and do it correctly and do it consistently. But what I'm going to speak about today are some general guidelines that can help you to prevent low back pain from exercising and also help you to rehabilitate low back pain from exercising. The general guidelines include, before you start any type of exercise program, you always want to see a medical professional to make sure that you are healthy enough for exercise. This is very important. You want to make sure that your body is able to get out there and exercise, especially if you haven't been exercising. Say you took a long break from a normal exercise routine. You always want to be on the safe side and see a medical professional before starting or restarting an exercise program. You want to find an exercise you enjoy. I know I already said that, but it's very important. Find an exercise you enjoy, do it correctly, and do it consistently. Then get adequate rest between your training sessions. You want to start or restart your current training routine at your current health, fitness, and strength levels. Do not start at what you used to perform this exercise at. It will be too intense for you. Do not start at what you do when you were younger. Do not start at what you used to use before an injury occurred. Start at your current health, fitness, and strength levels. You always want to work through a symptom-free range of motion, even if that range of motion is minuscule. Again, every exercise should be performed through a symptom-free range of motion. Never perform an exercise that elicits or intensifies symptoms. Let me say that again because it is so important. Never perform an exercise that elicits or intensifies symptoms. If an exercise elicits or intensifies symptoms, you want to stop immediately and find a viable substitute. You want to use perfect technique while performing an exercise. Perfect technique is essential. Technique is more important than the amount of resistance used or the intensity of the exercise. You can learn proper technique from a certified strength and conditioning coach, a certified fitness trainer, or a coach or teacher in whatever type of exercise that you are using. You want to set realistic, sensible, and reachable goals. Again, set realistic, sensible, and reachable goals. Speaking about technique again and about the quality of your exercise, the quality is much more important than the quantity. You want to develop a focused routine to accomplish your goals. Work with a certified strength and conditioning coach or certified fitness trainer to formulate a routine that fits your individual strengths, weaknesses, and goals. One of the things that you really want to concentrate on is to focus on one primary objective at a time. You want to make sure that you have one primary goal. Now, that may be a long-term goal, so you break up that long-term goal into short and intermediate goals, but you want to have one primary objective at a time. Your workout routine should contain the proper volume of training to achieve your primary objective. The routine should contain built-in rest and recovery days. Recovery is one of the most overlooked aspects of fitness. You want to make sure that you give yourself enough time to recover from your training sessions. Your routine should not be too rigid, meaning that you need to be flexible if you need to change your routine in any way. You need to listen to your body's signals. If an exercise doesn't feel quite right, concentrate on proper technique with minimal resistance. If it still doesn't feel quite right, ask your strength and conditioning coach, fitness trainer, or teacher to watch your technique and ask them to correct any flaws that you might have. You want to always warm up and cool down. This is so overlooked in the world of fitness. Spend a few minutes warming up, get the blood flowing, get the synovial fluid moving in your joints, raise your heart rate just a little bit, and get your muscles prepared for training. Then you want to cool down. The cool down is one of the most overlooked aspects in training. So you want to make sure that you spend a few minutes cooling down. This is a great time to perform slow static stretches. You want to keep your joints healthy, especially as you age. Training so that your joints stay healthy is extremely important. You want to execute exercises to strengthen the spine and strengthen the core. 3 important principles that you want to use in your training. 1 is periodization, 2 is muscle confusion, and 3 is cross training. Periodization is also known as cycling. It is the breakdown of your training program into cycles or periods. Each cycle contains a different main objective. The purpose is to develop various aspects of fitness to produce better overall results. Number 2 is muscle confusion. The muscle confusion principle works by confusing the body with varied stimulus. The human body adapts quickly to repeated exercise. Implementing an assortment of exercise or exercise types combats this adaptation. Variety is the key ingredient to the muscle confusion principle. Prevent adaptation, stagnation, and boredom by constantly changing your training routine. The continual change will increase performance and minimize the potential of overuse injuries. Number 3 is cross training. Combine several different types of exercises for optimum results. Cross training means performing more than one exercise type in an exercise program. Cross-training concurrently improves several aspects of health and fitness. A couple important points that I wanted to hit again. First of all, find an exercise you enjoy. Do it correctly and do it consistently. If you enjoy an exercise, it's not going to feel like exercise. You may be riding a bike, you may be riding a mountain bike, you may be jogging, maybe weightlifting, yoga, Pilates, whatever it is that you enjoy, get out there and do it correctly, do it consistently, and give yourself adequate rest between training sessions. Once you feel comfortable doing that type of exercise, then find another type of exercise that complements that first exercise type and perform that correctly and consistently. A perfect example is weightlifting and running. Those 2 types of exercises complement each other perfectly. So you can perform your weightlifting routine and giving yourself adequate rest between training sessions, and then add running maybe 1 day a week, and that will help you to develop different aspects of your training. Those 2 types of exercises are a perfect example of 2 exercises that complement each other. And then also the rest and recovery. I know I've mentioned this several times, but you always want to make sure that you get adequate rest between your training sessions. If you get an overtraining injury, many times it is because you are doing too much too soon and not giving yourself adequate rest between your training sessions. So please have built-in rest and recovery days. To prevent low back pain while exercising, always use perfect technique. I will see people at the gym who are doing push-ups and they're letting their pelvis fall down towards the floor. You want to keep your pelvis in a good position while doing push-ups. That is just one example. I also see people who are doing all types of exercises and they are not keeping the spine in a strong and straight position. Always keep your spine in a good position while exercising. If you are performing heavy lifts, then wear a weight belt for support. You also want to strengthen your core muscles, specifically the deep core muscles and the deep lumbar spine muscles. This is going to help to stabilize the spine and the pelvis while exercising and keep them in a strong position. You want to exercise to make yourself healthy and fit. You want to avoid injuries as much as possible. So follow these basic principles as much as you can to help yourself to become healthier, fitter, and to improve your function and to lessen the possibility of low back pain from exercise. Thank you everybody for watching today's video on low back pain and exercise. Please remember to always train hard, but train smart. I am Dr. Donald Ozello of Championship Chiropractic in Las Vegas, Nevada. I am the author of Running, Maximize Performance and Minimize Injuries. You can visit my website at championshipchiropractic.com where you can get additional information on the book, and you can also find my blog. My blog contains articles on sports medicine, spine health, chiropractic care, fitness, exercise, nutrition, and health. Please visit my website, championshipchiropractic.com. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a like. I would greatly appreciate it. You could subscribe to my YouTube page, Dr. Donald A. Ozello, DC. If you have feedback, suggestions, or questions, please leave them in the comments section below. Thank you again for watching today's video, and please remember to train hard, but train smart. Get adequate rest between your training sessions. Utilize nutritional and supplementation strategies that work for you. Stay injury-free and accomplish your goals.